operation, right?
Jim Nance, I can live with that. I can live with that. Thank you.
I'm not a nonsense.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Sunday Minocqua. Another year of broken dreams for Prentice. Another year of Dusty not winning it all. Such is life.
A tradition, unlike any other.
Very true. Very true. I can make you do the theme song now. Fuck you, Chase, for not thinking that we need to have, you guys need to get an actual theme song and have production value. Start off with that right away.
Yeah, do it. Do it for us.
Do it. Here we are, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we are here again now for another year of GMGT 15. The favorite time of the year for Mr. Strain as he gets to come back home to his stomping roots of Wisconsin. Lifelong friends, some new friends, pick up some herpes, some syphilis up in Minocqua, go back home to Arizona, call it a good time. We are live. It is draft night. Who's excited? It's Prentice, it's Dan, and we are joined with special guest commentary, Zach Krause. Zach would not, unfortunately, be here this year with us, but we're also joined by Gary Scray, Dustin Strand, Ryan Chase, Tom Edson, Nick Bitson, former champion. And who else? Is Schultz there with you too as well too, or who else is there?
Bitson, Jeff, and Quinn Willis.
You mean Lawrence from Office Space?
I don't watch Office Space.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thunk it?
Not me.
Not me. So 17 competitors this year. It's the first year we were able to see competitors and not gentlemen, as we are breaking into the 21st century with our first female entering into the tour. If we go down our list right here, we have 3 first-timers, 2 veterans that are coming back to the tour, and of course that leaves a whole bunch of other veterans that are willing to go after Dan's gold.
Where's Brady?
I don't know where Brady is. Brady texted me. I told him to check his email. I told him it started at 9, so he'll probably show up at some Shano bar, half bombed again. Come here for
Brady's already my new favorite player in the GMGT.
Exactly. Brady's a fun-loving guy. He loves wrestling just like all of us, and he's gonna fit on tour just fine. Biggest odds that Brady power bombs Kofi through something. Most likely a table at Torpy Park. It's looking pretty damn good. So going down the list here, we have Brady Hoffman, rookie, Ryan Chase, a veteran, Gary Scray, a veteran, never won it, but he came in second, I believe, is in 2013. Does that sound about right, Gary?
I think it was 15.
2015.
It was the year Bitson won it.
Just like yesterday.
Down year.
Bertram returning back, everyone's favorite Kofi. Kristen, is it Kristen or is it Kirsten, Chase?
Kristen.
Okay. Mitch Schmidtke, who is a coworker of mine, Josh Puls. Nick Bitson, former champion. Fun fact, his winning score is not even in the top 25 of all time. So I don't know.
Don't spoil the fun facts.
Myself.
I said down here.
Schultz, Dustin Strand, Tom Edson, Vinny Vegas, Willis, and Jason Zaleski, the man himself.
Best in the business.
He is the best in the business. Dan, anything else before we go on next?
No, let's take a look at past champions.
Past champions.
Going from 5 minutes to 10 minutes.
Well,
Going back in time.
No, because we knew that it'd be slow.
Yeah, we know how it happens here. We can predict the future, unlike you, Mr. Chase. So we look at, returning champions here for the draft. You look down the list here, you have defending champion Dan Ross. You have the only 3-time champion in Matt Schultz. Tom Edson, the inaugural champion and a champion in 2018. And then Nick Bitson. And I guess we have to throw Dustin Strand in there as well, too. But this year, the most shocking news is that the most consistent golfer in GMGT history is not on tour. It's going to be quite open field this year. Dusty's going to have to find some new go-to material, but it's opening up this year a little bit here.
Can I say something?
You can always say something.
Can the commissioner seem less interested in this right now? He's giving himself a manicure.
He seems about as interested as LeBron
Jesus Christ.
quarter of the Phoenix game.
So how about some of these guys that we haven't seen in a while? What's going on with them? Wallander, Jordan Strand,
Let's ask
Bacon.
Wow. Let's ask Ryan Chase his opinion on Aaron Wallander.
He's dead.
He's dead. When it comes down to Jordan Strand, there's only one thing you need to say. It's 2 words, and that's what if. And then Jeff Bacon, unless I heard Bacon married a Filipino mail order bride, I believe, and he's happy now. So more power to him.
Cheesy
He's
Pete.
happy.
Gee,
I know the women of Minocqua are a lot happier that he's not there.
Bitson's brother, man, he would be causing havoc up there.
Is Bacon even allowed on tour? Doesn't he have to register? I don't think he's allowed in Minocqua anymore.
He's a registered offender of some type of Minocqua database. That I know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Commissioner Strand.
Sir.
Want to walk us through the schedule?
Yeah, absolutely. So Friday night we'll have as you have here on dinner, drinks at Thirsty Whale, not to mention for the hierarchy guys, we're going to be playing a little practice round for that hierarchy trophy, maybe another practice round in there.
You'll win all year again.
It's a practice tournament just to get us ready, for at least a few of us ready.
How did things end up last year?
Hierarchy trophy sitting on my desk. So did you want me to go get it? I'll get it later.
Where'd you finish in the whole tour?
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
disregard that. We're moving on.
Didn't you lose to a rookie in Vinny last year?
It was a down year, a lot on my mind. So Saturday is the opening ceremonies at the Thirsty Whale. Tradition like any other. Maybe you should get a few photos by the lake and then go to battle, which the battle will begin at noon promptly. Island golf, just like another tradition of the tour. From there we go to the hell of the GMGT, the ever so hot Rock Falls, and from there we'll go to the horribly scored hole 19, where the par is so far off that it throws everybody's final score. Dan should have probably had a -10 last year. And then on Sunday, we'll open up Sunday at Settlers Mill, and we're changing it up this year. Settlers Mill will be the first course, and the championship course will be Holiday Acres.
Are you done?
Me
Oh.
or who?
They wanted
Austin.
me to give the schedule. I'm giving the schedule. Are you done?
I could have done that in 30 seconds.
Listen, you got plenty of time to talk tonight, all right?
You know Dustin takes his time.
Go back to manicuring your nails.
I will right now.
All right. Who wants to introduce captains?
I think that's a job for Cup President Mr. Tom Etchen.
Thomas?
What? Shut up, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin. I'm right here. Can you
I
hear me
didn't hear you.
okay?
I can now.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Our captains this year were chosen based on the top 2 finishers from last year. We had our champion.
We can barely hear you, Tommy.
Oh boy, it's getting close.
What's wrong with your mic?
I don't know. They can hear me just fine.
Okay.
I love it.
You'd think we were back in
Enthusiasm.
Tommy's basement
Yeah,
internet
no,
or
that's right.
something.
That's why I didn't bring out my computer this year. We've got our
Technical
2
difficulties.
captains, the top 2 finishers from last year, our champion, Dan Ross. Let's give it up for Dan. Okay. And then in second, the one, the only, Josh Puls, who unfortunately is not here with us, but you can see him with his tiny little fish there.
Mm-hmm.
It's hell of a smallmouth.
It is a hell of a smallmouth here.
All right. So we have player cards for everybody this year. Everybody who's playing, we're gonna have a lot of fun with people when they get announce tonight. So fun fact for Dan, despite recently having ass surgery, which is a true story, I am still recovering. I can't sit on this bench. I'm standing.
If you want to see it, you could probably show it to you for a small fee.
So all joking aside, my mom asked my wife to take a picture so she could see how it was healing. My mom does not need to see my ass. She doesn't need to. Absolutely not.
Dustin wants to see it.
Leave me out of this.
He will pay for it.
But we have
Oh, hang on. Time out.
reigning and defending champion and captain of Team Ross. Best finish last year, 2020 champion in record-breaking manner. Best course, Rock Falls, where he set a record at -10. Last year, he finished 3-0-0 in match play, and he is trending upward with his first place finish last year, sixth place finish in 2019, and 10th place finish in 2018.
I have not practiced, even in my living room, too much.
I doubt that.
No, don't.
The next captain is Josh Puls, the newly crowned boys basketball coach at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Best finish last year, second place +6. His best course is Island Golf. He finished 1-2-0 last year because I think he was part of the losing team last year on Channel 9. I'm not sure what it feels to really lose that much when it comes to Saturdays at GMGT. But 2018 he was he wasn't even here. 2019 he finished 5th. Last year finished 2nd, trending upwards. His fun fact, this is a true story here. When Dan was my assistant coach at Newman Catholic on the JV team, he beat our Newman Catholic Cardinals by a final score of 73-2. He played the varsity girls the majority of the game. And yes, he is as ruthless on the course as he is on the basketball floor.
Yeah, I'm really questioning being his assistant next year after remembering about that loss. My girls crying because they never played basketball before. All right.
73-2?
Yeah, I mean, I had a girl make 2 free throws, which was miraculous early in the first half to pull within 4. I think it was 6-2 at the time. And yeah.
Do you have to play all 4 quarters or could you just stop? Is there a mercy rule?
I wanted to stop, but Paul's had to play his varsity girls.
That's like what happened to us at Sabish.
Shit happens when you party naked. What can I say?
Yeah. All right.
So this brings us up to the draft.
I will text my first pick to you, Tom.
Tom will confirm the same information that I just sent you as well too, Tommy. Round 1, pick 1 to the reigning defending champion, Dan Ross. Keep in mind here, this is Dan has the first pick, and then Mr. Pulse had the next 2 picks in a row in a snake format. Dustin's already walking away because he knows he's probably going to be picked.
He is livid.
So Dustin is not here for the first pick.
I think we need to wait for Dustin. No, we need to wait for Dustin to get back for the first pick.
Oh,
What are you doing, Stan? We're starting again.
Everybody chill.
Look
sorry
at-
guys, I needed a lemonade. Okay, here we go. For the first pick, which I should probably mention Dan being the champion gets the first pick. It is a snake draft. Should probably throw that in, yes, snake. Can you guys hear me okay?
You're perfect.
Yeah.
Loud
All
and
right,
clear.
super.
10-4.
All right. Our first pick is right there on our screen. Prentice, the first pick.
That's quite the Ryan Leaf-esque pick, first overall.
Well, I'm not one to talk big about myself, but I probably am the best Saturday golfer in GMGT history. Joel Hines is the most consistent golfer in GMGT history. I am the most consistent Saturday golfer in GMGT history.
Most consistent trending down.
That's a very fair statement. That is very fair.
Most consistent Sunday blowups.
I am the master of the Sunday collapse. I've been there with Dusty walking to McDonald's late at nights, and Dusty came out ahead of me that year. There is the year that Bitson won it where I collapsed, and there's 2 other years as well too. But I'm looking forward to this year being the lead again on Saturday. Doing well at Settlers Mill, still being in that final group, and then fucking finishing last because Holiday Acres are going to jail sex me. I'll finish plus 25.
It must be the beer at Burnt Toss that really throws you up.
I guess what this is a draft for Saturday, though. It's not on your overall performance. So I guess it is kind of a good pick.
Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that. I will say that Prentice was not on Puls's radar. I could have probably taken Prentice in the 5th round and still been safe.
Fair enough. I can accept that criticism. I can.
It's a little bit of a reach, but Dan, you have short arms, so
It's true. It's very true. Very short and stubby. All right, so we're going to have a team tracker here so that everybody doesn't have to write down the teams. We can watch them as we go, right?
All right, so Team Ross, we have Prentice.
Yeah.
I have the next pick, and the next pick is what? Yours truly, Tom Etchen.
Tom Etchen. What a pick. Look at us.
You grab that off Facebook?
Probably. I got most of this shit off Facebook. Some of them are probably like 20 years old. It's going to be great.
Yeah, there's some good pictures out there. Bitson, Willis. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Tom Etchen, GMGT Cup president, round 1, second pick overall, best finish, 2-time winner, inaugural champion, best course, Holiday Acres. Fuck me if I have to go against him on Sunday. Fuck me. 2020 last year, he finished match play 2-1-0. He's been very consistent. He won in 2018, 2019 finished 8th, 2020 finished 7th. Fun fact, he owns the record for the longest span between championships of 11 years.
There's a pretty good dry spell in there.
You're really good at reading slides.
Thanks.
Zach, what do you think about this pick?
I like it better than yours.
I kind of do too.
I'm just curious, is Pulse drafting in his cop car station somewhere out in near Stevens Point, or where is he doing his draft?
He is at his girlfriend's graduation party.
He's getting head right now.
From high school?
Yeah, high school graduation.
Yeah, she was on
Middle
the girls'
school.
basketball team.
Middle school.
Coaster.
How did he pass that background check? That's what I want to know.
A man in blue. Will he take another man in blue? That's the question that's coming up next.
So that's one of the things. So on the bottom of the team screen, we try to allude to it, right? Try to build the suspense.
All right.
Champ. We will find out.
We have our next pick, and I'm not going to lie. Team Pulse looking pretty strong. The next pick is Matt Schultz.
We all know this is true. Matt Schultz, he is the scariest man on tour. He is the version of the Sandman on tour, or Taz, or anyone else from the ECW days. He is scary. He's a solid pick overall. He's the only 3-time champ. I mean, fuck, he almost won it with one eye the 1 year, 3 years ago. Best course, Settlers Mill. Last year he finished 2-1-0 overall in match play. But he is trending downward. He won it in 2019, but then he finished in 5th place. Has the tour record for the earliest thrown golf ball. 2020. Island Golf. It's a fucking great record. That pink ball was coming at me fast.
Dustin would know.
Kraus, what do you think?
I mean, this guy's just a proven winner in all facets of his life. So I don't know how he lasted this long on the board here, but what I'm kind of disappointed is there's not a best available. I mean, if Mel Kiper was running this shit, he'd have a best available on the board or a best fit or something like that.
Well, there's only 12 people left.
Why didn't you come
You
back
say he's-
without then?
You say he's successful in all facets of his life. Jesus Christ.
That's quite a baseball swing.
Griffin,
You slept with him. Multiple.
Right. So I get to pick two. Did you text Tom already?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We have our next pick. Sitting
Yeah, well, not gonna do that.
sitting
Oh, he's not coming.
in this area is our next pick. And it is Ryan Chase.
Austin's face right there was classic.
Dan doesn't even want to win.
I
That
felt
it, you
just
realize
talked
that this
about it.
is like you're trying to win, correct?
We understand that. Ryan Chase,
All right.
GMGT Deputy Commissioner, which means he basically jerks Dusty off in the shower because he's second in command. Best finish, 4th overall, +9. Best course, Settlers Mill. Solid match play last year, 2-1-0.
Chase was good last year.
He was good last year, but
Why are
2019
you surprised? Why are you surprised with that?
I'm not surprised. You're my second pick.
2019 appendix. 2018 Spaceman's floods. Will he show up this year? We hope so. I mean, he showed up during the COVID pandemic. This year.
I'm just curious how Chase is qualified as a trending in the upward direction when, I mean, how do you not finish better than
Well, because
NA?
he showed up.
He showed up. He came to work.
What do you want me to do?
That's right.
That's why you're.
Cleared by hotel staff all Roman Aqua.
You want
He has been kicked out of every hotel in a 5-mile radius downtown.
Just give me one of my beers.
I gotta go back.
Mr. Chase, any comments? What do you want to say here? Floor is yours for 30 seconds.
Well, first off, I'm trying
Come close to the mic.
we can't hear you, Chase.
Can you hear me now?
No. You're down to about 5 seconds.
Hello?
They can hear you, yes.
Hello?
There we go.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I did not play for 2 years. Walked basically off the street. Never practiced for the most part to finish at first place. So either not good or you guys all fucking suck at finishing lower. 2, I'm glad to be the second round pick for TV. And but the fact that Pittman had his first, I have no faith in us winning this one.
We can't hear anything you're saying.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I don't think they can hear me.
We could hear Tommy just fine.
They got to talk straight at the computer for them to be
Here,
heard.
sound effect here.
My third pick. It's a surprise.
Ooh.
Did you get the sound effect in there or no?
Kind of.
We did, yeah.
You got it a little bit, okay. And they can hear me, so it must be, yeah, straight on. Okay, here we go.
Chase, do you want 15 seconds in front of the camera?
It looked like
Oh,
a
he's
good
done.
promo. You should do it
He's
over
done.
again.
I think
We
we're
have
all
our next
better
pick.
for not having heard what Chase said.
Very true.
We have our next pick, probably to the disappointment of Ryan Chase. It is Dustin Strand.
Wow. Welcome to the team, Strand.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Dustin Strand, Commissioner of GMGT. 5th overall pick. His best finish is 1st. It's been a lot of times wearing the bridesmaid dress but never being the bride.
Well, he has won it, so he has worn the bride dress.
Dustin is trending downward though, however. 2018,
I think you're
2019 second. 2020 was a rough year for Mr. Strand. He had too much ice cream and he finished 11th. Fun fact about Commissioner Strand. The commissioner makes a living stalking criminals in the Arizona desert. Off the clock, he likes to stalk bad girls on the internet. Commissioner Strand, the floor is yours.
Betrayal is the greatest motivation in the history of the world. Julius Caesar was betrayed in 44 BC. Shortly after, Rome fell. After he betrayed Jesus, Judas committed suicide. Well, Officer Puls, you just committed suicide, figuratively, of course.
Pulse really wanted to take
Puls, you said you couldn't be here tonight. You said you couldn't be here tonight because you were busy, and it wasn't personal. Well, now it is personal, Puls. No, it's gonna be Team Ross drinking the bubbly. I'm sure there's gonna be 30 laps around a go-kart track. I'm sure the 6'8" yes man's gonna be slamming people over the head with trophies. But what you're gonna be doing, Puls, is you're gonna be sitting in your hotel room and you're gonna be wondering why it is, what went wrong, what this moment right here is what went wrong.
We have the next pick.
I got the fucking next pick right here.
No one cares. Our next pick, former champion, Nick Bitson. Holy shit.
I should have known.
Nick Bitson, ladies and gentlemen, in the flesh, the biggest surprise champion on tour. Fun fact, I said this once before, but Bitson's winning score in 2015 is plus 15. Doesn't even rank among the top 25 scores of all time anymore. As we know, he finished first in 2015.
He doesn't rank among the top 25 scores of all time.
2019, he didn't go up. 2020, he was 13. 2018, he put his tail between his legs, ran back home, and with the team down. But suddenly it's turning upwards. Zach,
He showed up.
he showed up. Zach, thoughts on this pick?
I mean, if he sticks around, he might be able to do something, but I guess that it's a risky pick. I mean, what happens if he blows up on the first or second course? Is he going to show up to finish the day on Saturday?
You never know.
Mr. Pitson, any comments?
He just walked away. He doesn't care.
He left.
He left.
Oh, he's getting a beer. He's getting a beer.
Mr. Puls, that pick is in. Who is he taking? Surprise for everybody.
For our next pick, Team Puls has Willie!
Willis, Quinn, my fellow member of three-man band, you have become Lawrence from Office Space during COVID. I don't know how.
Gotta go deeper on that fucking
Why.
Hey, man.
Can you say the following line to me? Hey, breast exams, channel 9.
Hey, check out Channel 9. It's the breast exam.
Fucking
Doesn't
perfect.
that chick look like Ann?
Willis, why do you have a red forehead in that picture?
Because I was wearing a headband all day. So my whole face is
Okay.
red except for the top of my forehead.
Okay.
Fun fact, Willis has
Good
never
dog,
won a
good.
course on a
Yeah.
Saturday. It's true. Look it up. He's won Settlers Mill before. 2018, he finished 7th. 2019, he finished 9th. In 2020, you weren't there, right, Willis? Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. That's what we thought.
Rock
Best
Falls
finish,
is my
though.
best course. How the fuck did that happen?
Best finish, though, is 5th. So Willis is, he can always sneak up in there in top 5.
I finished third one year. Check your numbers.
It was late at night. We've been drinking. It happens. You're a mid-card player, mid-card pick.
Hey, you're plus 10. You would have won by 5 shots.
Yeah, wait a minute. Which team am I on? Am I on Puls's team? I'm on Puls's team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trending downward.
That's right.
I mean, FWO for life, but fuck, you guys are fucked.
I changed my mind after
Cross, what do you think? What do you think about the
This-
team so far, Cross?
This might be the first weak pick from Pulse's team, but I mean, we are pretty much reaching that halfway point to the draft, so you kind of got to take what you can get when you can get it. Kind of like Prentice.
Goddamn right.
Amanda is an angel.
We have our next pick. And Dan is taking Vinny.
Hell yeah.
You want to talk about Mr. Vinny Davis?
Absolutely. I have done a lot of.
I call bullshit on that fun fact as well.
No, I think that I'm almost 100% sure that's true.
He's
He's super straight laced. He's 19 years old.
Yeah. Youngest member.
Like he
Yeah.
does the graphics.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably about that.
he's a really good golfer. He didn't.
He's
do
2-1 match play.
but he's gonna jump.
Will he pop and make a jump up, or will he pop and blow up like Prentice?
He's a really good golfer. I think he's gonna be good.
So he golfed both days, like on Sunday when everyone was hungover, and he still only fished 10.
He still beat Dustin Strand.
Wow.
Hey, that's your teammate right there.
Son of a bitch, it is.
God.
Hanging fruit.
Wouldn't it suck if I just happened to lose all 3 of my matchups on Saturday?
Are you gonna pretend like you threw him or what?
Your pride would get in the way of that. You're not,
Dusty, you
you're not a LeBron bitch, James.
Yeah.
You gotta be better, Strand. You gotta be better. Tommy, you got the next one then too?
the next one did come in, yeah.
Dustin, the chances of you probably losing all of your matches are probably pretty good, since all the pretty solid golfers would be going against you.
Well, hey, at least we got Chase and Prentice on this team.
You guys
All
aren't
right.
winning any beauty pageants, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm only the five-time Cup champion, so you can go suck my left nut.
6'8", yes, man.
Our next pick for Team Dan is an unknown. It is Mitch.
What are we doing?
Mitch Schmidtke, the pride of Merrill, Wisconsin. Gambling extraordinaire. He picked Boston over Brooklyn.
How'd that work out for him?
Well, he is the host of the Scared Money Don't Make Money podcast. He likes to think he knows sports, but he still gambles on them way too much. You know, he's.
Kind of like Dan's gambling on his team this year.
We'll see about that, Mr. Krause. We'll see about that. He's a good golfer, though. Good golfer. You know, he's about a 3-hand.
Jack's not going?
Just had his first hole in one. He's a good rookie for Team Ross.
I'm just curious how, since he's never played on the tour, how is he trending upwards?
Because he's gonna show up. It's a low bar, guys. It's a low bar to trend up when you haven't played or you took time off. If there was like a NA, I could have put NA, but at least he said he's coming, which is better than last year.
Hey, if he finishes, he's better than some people.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll get to that, Jeff. All right.
How many people have it? How many people have a?
I thought there was another one.
How many people have the distinguished honor of a DNF on their name or on their player card?
Well, let me tell you what, right here, Nick
Oh, we were
is
riding
the only
together.
person with a DNF and a championship. There's another fun fact for you.
That's
There's-
pretty
there's-
impressive.
There's a couple sitting with Tommy in there. I could see it right now on Sunday morning. Hey, we're gonna head back.
We want to beat the traffic.
We want to beat the trap. You know, we got to get back. You know.
All right, we have our next pick. We have, there he is on the screen. Gary.
What in the hell is that picture?
Great guru,
That is awesome.
fantasy basketball champion and Fleet Farm guru. If you don't find him at the mini golf course, he's probably working on the latest Fleet Farm app update. Just finished second, plus 19.
When the hell did he finish second?
It was a long time ago, 2015, I think it was. It was the Bitson year.
The Pitson year?
Mhm.
The infamous wagon holder.
20 missing in 2018, 2019. Strand's leaving. He's like, these people are ants to me right now. He's leaving. He's like, I need some more coffee here. Finished 14th last year in 2020. He helped design the Fleet Farm app. Go download today for purchase and visit at Fleet Farm. Gary, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hey, I appreciate the Fleet Farm plug there. Yeah, definitely. I definitely was working on that. So that's what I'm going to utilize as my excuse for the poor finish last year. But yeah, definitely
We
looking.
got that picture where it looked like he was like sucking someone off.
That was a flask,
Yeah.
and there was champagne in that flask. So it didn't matter.
How is they heard Willis barely say that?
I know.
he is on the same team as Gary or Schultz this year, so that they can recreate that photo if they won.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty likely considering we're obviously going to win.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
The only problem is, didn't the flask get a little dented last year?
That might have been on me and Prentice too. Yeah, that we took a toll on that.
Yes.
I was hoping that the
Gary,
the
how's your
fun-
arm? How's your arm?
Yeah, I was gonna say, fun fact, like I got bit on tour last year, but
Yeah, he had to take a penicillin shot.
yeah, it was not good. Yeah, I went a little hard that night, but it's all right.
It happens. I'll bite the arm. I'll bite the other arm this year.
Kraus, what do you think?
Well, like I said, the barrel's starting to get a little thin, so
That's a ringing endorsement right there.
how many people are left? 7?
6.
6?
Or
7.
Hey, Prentice. Hey, before this pick is made, can I show you something?
Yes, you can. That is beautiful. That's Gary on his knees with a flask in his mouth and Schultz making an O face like he's orgasming. What was in that flask, Gary? Was it Clayton?
I believe it was champagne. Yeah, and victory.
baby batter?
Okay, we have our next pick. And if I am correct, this was he's a fairly inexperienced player. He did play last year. Might have had a did not finish last year. It is Zaleski, Jason Zaleski.
Jason Zaleski from the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House. Best in the business. First year last year, he finished 19th. He almost beat Commissioner Strand last year. He is trending upwards.
I don't think he gets a 19th place finish from last year.
That's right. He gave DNF.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, me and him beat Gramps at Rock Falls, so his record is wrong too.
Most of the records are probably wrong, guys.
Well,
Okay,
it could be his
Never
best
sent out
course.
the actual match play results from last year.
We never got the results, so we were going by memory.
It's his
If I
best
remember-
course. Just because somebody beat him doesn't mean it's not his best course.
It was 14-6 last year, so we just assumed he lost all three. He is the only person on tour that's been thrown out of Lambeau Field for yelling at Packers fans during a Cowboy win.
That's a true story.
Mhm.
Jason,
Okay, are we moving?
Big gulps, eh? Big gulps. Up. Let's get the next pick.
4 left.
Dan's last 2 picks. Is Kofi on the board?
Ross
Here
is
we
up.
go.
He picked Kofi.
Please pick Kristen before Kofi.
Our next pick.
Hold on. Don't
Is-
announce it yet. Don't announce it yet. Dan, you can still change it if you want. It hasn't been announced.
I feel good about this pick.
All right.
He feels good with an unknown player of Brady.
Brady Huffman, the pride of Gresham, Leopolis, Neopit, every other small community in Shawano, Wisconsin. Rival of Kofi, friend of the tour.
Guarantees a victory.
Guy last year, probably 2 years ago already, that was already talking shit to Kofi. He's never met him, so he's already a good guy on tour.
Kofi hates
He-
him.
Kofi hates him. It's gonna be
Wait,
great.
he never met Kofi and he was talking shit to him?
Yeah,
That's great.
he's
I
gonna
like
fit
this
great on
guy.
tour. He's gonna fit great on tour. He's excited for the tour. He's never mini golfed before on tour, but he's guaranteeing a victory over Kofi at GMGT 15.
I mean, that's not going out on a limb, really.
No, it's not. I think it's a very fair statement and something that can happen.
Kofi almost beat Commissioner Strand last year.
Who
No, he
didn't?
didn't.
Who didn't almost beat Commissioner Strand last year?
No, he didn't.
I think if Wooly Wallander was on tour last year, he would have
Dude.
beat Commissioner Strand.
Dude, he was ahead of you going into Settlers last year.
But then the
I
fucking
have to play with these two fucking twats.
Love you, buddy.
The suckers are on my team. I
From
can't.
the last course. Russ, well, I'm not picking Kofi.
Go back.
That's good.
Is Kofi even watching this?
No, he's working.
Okay.
All right, we have our next pick. I can't remember. Oh, it's close. All right, here we go.
My last player.
Ross, just kind of talking some trash about Kofi, yet decides to pick Kofi.
Kofi Walters. Mr. Mayonnaise Face himself. Mr. Duke. Mr. Duke's Mail. Holiday Acres record holder.
Is that seriously a true fact that you have under his fun fact?
Yeah. You go on his
You
Twitter
did-
right now, it is still the pinned tweet on there from him when he chugged a jar of mayo with a spoon and he sent it into Brad Hansen and Brad Hansen put it on Channel 9 and then it went viral.
Was the Badgers won a bowl game? or
Yeah, the
something.
Badgers were even the Duke's
They
Mail.
had the Duke's Mail Bowl.
Yeah.
Sam Decker commented on it. He got a comment from Decker and somebody else, didn't he?
So that picture
my
right there is
God.
taken from probably the second scoop of mayo right there.
Oh,
You guys baited him into it, too.
Oh, he totally did. Round 7, 13 pick.
It doesn't surprise me that he'd like a white creamy substance in his mouth, though.
oh God.
Best finish, 11th place.
That's official
30.
analysis right there, Zach. That's good stuff.
That is good stuff, Zach. Best course, maybe Holiday Acres.
There is an asterisk on that one.
We don't know.
Record holder.
Record holder. He's trending upwards somehow.
There's no other way.
How is he trending upwards? He finished
It was a
worse than he
mistake.
did the year
Put
before.
it down.
There's a very unique team dynamic upon Team
Because-
Rock.
Cross, you can't
If
get
Mega
first.
Powers can cooperate for one day. It
You
will
can
be
go lower than
all
rock
over
bottom,
again.
Cross.
But then after that's
Right.
over, Brady's putting Kofi through tables and me and Chase will probably be like
Prentice,
first year in tour, like
Prentice.
each other. Yeah.
am I teammates with Kofi?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
you are.
fuck me.
Ross is going to have the most dysfunctional team
Still,
in
he's so good.
GMGT history.
It's gonna be like monkeys trying to fuck a football.
We're still gonna win. That's the best part of it.
All I'm worrying about is my score this year.
Dan, the odds have progressively gotten worse every draft pick that you've made.
Well, we'll compare them side by side, Zach.
Just
That leaves the last two picks then for Team Puls.
And here we go with our next picks. We have the blonde bomber right here. Jeff Bertram.
Dan, thoughts on Mr. Bertram? Jeff, he's a good guy on tour. Best fit. Did not finish.
Oh, this boy's left early.
We thought he was putting his best course is
Putting
like
on you.
all the acres, but we don't know that for a fact because he's never there on Sundays. 2019 and 2018 were DNFs, but he's trending upwards because he's showing up this year. He's usually a good candidate for the ever elusive Sunday DNF designation.
Do we have any match play data on?
I have no idea.
We'd have to go
This
back
at all?
through.
I think I
Sure,
watched Jeff a couple years ago.
Sure, it's out there somewhere.
A couple years ago, I think me and Jeff beat someone at
Is he really?
Zach, thoughts on this pick?
I can't remember the last time that I golfed with Jeff. So I honestly, and not being around on Sundays, it's hard to give an analysis on a person's performance. So I'm just disappointed in the fact that our first ever female is going to be the last pick of our draft.
Don't spoil it.
No spoilers.
Our final is our rookie, Kristen.
Kristen, she broke the gender barrier. As you can see in the picture, she likes to hold cocks or chickens in her hands. She's an unknown. You never know what you can expect with someone on tour. I mean, Dusty, in the past couple of years here that we've had rookies on tour, have they not finished top half of the field?
Past few years?
Or
No.
going back 5-7 years even.
It used to be that rookies finished really high. I mean, it really did well, but the last few years they've struggled a little bit.
How's a blind person going to do on a mini golf course? I mean, you'd think that her vision has to be impaired if she's with Chase.
Max, see something in Chase that nobody else does. Rumor has it that he does enjoy holding cocks in her hands.
I didn't mean to put a capital S. I'm sorry, Kristen.
But this is history right here. The first female in GMGT history.
What happens if they break up before tour?
Play anyway.
She's still coming?
She'll play anyway, and she'll probably beat Chase.
With a club.
Yeah, not score-wise, but well. She could be the scariest female on tour.
All right, so that's the draft.
All right.
Analysis time. Zach.
You're fucked.
Start off on the right note.
Wait, come here and say that again. Willis has some analysis. Willis would like to state that at least she's on the winning team.
How about you put your face in front of the microphone and say it, Willis?
I don't disagree with this.
Wow.
My analysis is Dan's team is screwed.
No faith, you guys. No faith.
Mr. Scray, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we totally got this in the bag. I mean, it's a solid team from the top to bottom.
Solid team from top to bottom?
Which team are you referencing?
Wait, did you say Strand's the top or bottom?
Power bottom. So let's go line by line. Let's see who has an advantage. If we were to play heads up, person against person, Zach, you are a
Well,
or,
I know they're
independent
talking
third
if you're going
party.
line by. Well, no. So, but
I
Actually,
would definitely give the nod to
well, not
Tom
the
over
very top.
Prentice.
Wow. Okay.
Schultz obviously over Chase. I would have to lean in the direction of Strand over Pitson.
Probably.
I don't know, Willis.
Willis,
Willis, is your hair gonna get in your face when you're trying to putt? You gonna be able to see?
They're gone. They're gone.
I mean, that would be my one worry with Puls's team. You better have like some barrettes or something like that to keep his hair out of his face when he's out on the course. And then I think it's a crapshoot when you look at your last three picks. I mean, well, I take that back. Jeff will probably kill Kofi.
Wow.
Wow.
Kofi.
Don't
and
be
Jeff
so sure
Grant.
on that one.
Okay, Kristen will beat Kofi.
That makes more sense. Hey, Prentice, I got an acute observation here.
Yes, sir.
I think Ross is onto something, and here's why. I look at Team Puls, and last year, the team members on Team Puls finished combined 1-5 in the cup last year, whereas Team Ross was 4-2.
1-5.
1-5. Schultz was on the losing team. Oh wait, no, was he in the winning team?
No,
No, he was on the losing. Schultz was on the
Oh,
losing.
you're talking about just teammate. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Paultz, Schultz, Pitson, Gary, Zaleski, they all lost last year. I think Ross might be on something.
It is not an accident the people I picked.
I just want to say this. All kidding aside, I'm Team Ross 100%. We're going to go out there. We're going to shut the naysayers up. We're going to whoop Team Puls like we whooped Channel. What channel did we whoop last year?
You killed Channel 9 last year. It was not close. It was almost
12 is
over.
greater than 9.
12 is greater than 9. And
Goddamn
Ross
you.
is greater than Puls. Let's go, boys! Woo!
Here's my expert analysis right here. For many years, we have discussed, you know, the team Wassa and the team Fondy and the Fondy World Order and everything else like that happened, when the years of Wallander were still here. We have that team finally together, gentlemen. We have Chase, we have Strand, we have myself, we have Dan, we have Vince, we have Mitch, and people that we brought in from Team Wassa as well too. This is going to be a combination of forces between Fondy and Wassa to take down Team Puls. The Fondy World Order and Wassa will come up on top. And with that being said, Pitson, Willis, Saturday night, I'm going to fucking headhunt you with the cup and not you motherfuckers finally.
They're gone.
Of course they are.
But they'll hear it. They'll hear it later.
So real quick, when she was informed that we were on separate teams, Kristen's response to me was, "Aw, snap, I'm gonna whoop you."
That's the
I
way
like her already.
Is she going to whip you in bed or whip you on the golf course?
Hey.
I got
don't know.
another idea. Tom, it's time to bring your daughter on tour. She can be the last player on Team Ross and go against her father.
Ooh.
Now that's a storyline.
I'll run that by her.
Do it.
As long
Do
as
it.
Ross is okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine. My wife offered about playing so that we'd have even numbers, and she's probably top half player. She beats me a lot of times when we went last year. She's pretty good, but it is our wedding anniversary every year. We get married on July 11th, so that's mini golf weekend every year. Thanks for that.
Piss poor planning. Your part, Dan.
Yeah. So she usually does outdoors things when I'm golfing. So I don't think she wants to, but she would. But I would definitely, Tom, if that's a thing, then let's do it.
I'll run it by her.
Yeah.
I'd say bring her aboard.
So let's go down the actual list right here. Ross versus Puls. I would have to be, without being biased or anything, I would have to give the edge to the defending champion.
No, I golfed with him a lot last year.
He was good.
Yeah, I golfed with them 4 or 5 rounds last year, just for whatever reason, just happened to be it.
Every round.
It's a good match.
Prentice versus Tommy. It all depends on what Tommy shows up, what Prentice shows up. Is it the Tommy where he struggled and finished in the bottom half? Or is Prentice going to be showing up yelling, Adam Cole, baby, every other hole? Chase versus Schultz. Chase, you got to get in that fucker's head. You have to break the record, and you need to be with Schultz at Island Golf, and you need to have him throw a pink golf ball at you at the end of the first hole.
The only thing we need to remember is I know we're just going down the list, but we still have to pick the combination.
Pairings, correct. Strand versus Bitson.
Strand wins.
But here's a fun fact here as well too. If you look at the Strand Bitson matchup, they're both only one-time champions. But yes, I would definitely pick Dustin Strand over Nick Bitson in a heartbeat.
So if it's 2-2 right here, I like where we're at.
Vince versus Willis.
5-0.
It's your first year in tour. You don't know what to expect. Vinny knows what to expect. Mitch versus the great Gary.
He's a 3.
Mitch wins 6-0.
Mitch is a 3 handicap. He's a very solid golfer. His putting.
That doesn't necessarily correlate to mini golf, though.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But I would have to give the slight statistical edge to Mr. Mitch. Brady versus Lusky.
Did Gary golf last year or no?
Poorly, but yeah.
So my only thing on this would be I would give Gary a slight nod, just in the fact that having golfed the courses and knowing potentially where to hit some shots or a little bit of strategy, where Mitch is kind of walking into some of the courses more blind, not having played them.
With me Friday, 9 a.m. in the morning, Monaco. We are doing all 5 courses. We are following the new GMGT rules and regulations with the 48-hour rule. Mr. Mitch will be fine.
And also, Mitch's team captain is the person who knows every inch of every hole in Monaco. He'll be fine.
I am spending 9 hours at hole 19 on Thursday.
I don't.
Brady versus Zaleski. This one could go many different directions. Probably I would give it to Mr. Zaleski.
7-0.
Kofi versus Jeff. If it came down to a 1-on-1 matchup.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, Kofi, 8-0 Team Ross.
I think Kofi. I really do.
As long as someone can count for him, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Someone keep his score.
Last month or so has prepared him for the rigors of the GMGT.
I mean, my 4-year-old can count to 6. I don't understand how Kofi can't. I didn't realize I was asking a lot, but
You'd be surprised. And then, Puls is going to have the strategy as well, too. Who is he going to throw in there? Because he has the odd number. He needs to sit some person out each round, where Team Ross, we don't have to do that. We're going to be a well-oiled, fine-tuned machine ready to lube it up and stick it into Team Puls.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's an 18th, right? Then we could figure it out.
It's true. Mr. Strand, you're being awfully quiet right now. What thoughts, comments, concerns do you have, good sir?
he's sad.
Let's see. Selection shows in 2 weeks as far as the matchups. I think I'm gonna fix it. I want to be matched up versus Puls every fucking course.
He disowned you. You are a brother.
Dustin, you should want to golf against like a Gary or Jeff or Zaleski,
No.
so you guys
No,
can get
I'm-
a point.
I want to go up against Puls every single course.
Is there a last second
Is it-
draft pick? Is something we don't
Yeah,
know?
I was gonna
about
say,
here?
is there another pick in or what?
I'm trying to get Pulse to log on quick.
We have a late breaking news. We just need Dustin to shut up.
I hate you.
Will team captain Pulse show up here last second? If he does, I cannot wait to see what Commissioner Strand will have to say to his brother in blue that disowned him. He had the choice to take Strand.
So here's the thing, okay? He was trying to pull one over because he knew I was not going to take Strand. So he wanted to take Strand later on in the draft, knowing that he could kind of bank on it, and I was not going to let it happen.
Whoa. Wait. He knew you weren't gonna take Strand?
Well, that's what he thought. Yeah.
Dustin, how does that make you feel?
I enjoy the fact that I'm the center of all the strategy here. I
And
tell you what, Tom, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll take my frustration on you, Tom. Maybe I'll beat your ass too. Take you at hole 19. I hope you get your ass stuck in that log hole. How about that?
And Prentice can vouch for this, but I just picked Chase in the snake draft and was my pick, and Pulse tried to pick you during my pick. And I said, no, I'm taking Strand. And you should have saw his face just drop like, oh.
Yeah, he probably looked like he just shit a sailboat because he blew it. Chase, move your head to the left a little bit so we can all hear you.
Can you hear me?
That's much
Yes.
better.
What I said is, Puls didn't even think highly enough of you to take you 1 or 2.
Well, that's where he now has a problem.
That's what I want to hear. Take that chip on your shoulder. Let's go, Team Ross.
Ross didn't even think highly enough of you. You picked Prentice and Chase in front of you.
To be fair, after last year, he should have picked Prentice and me in front of Dustin.
When it comes to Saturday performances only, this is about the cup. and
One
Saturday.
off year. One off year. I finished second place for 2 straight years prior to last year. Well, how many times have you finished second, Chase?
I'm trying to talk your ass up. Shut the fuck up. Team Ross, let's go.
I finished second place like 5 times in this goddamn tour.
The only problem is I can see Chase's girlfriend being there and the members in his foursome talking shit about his girlfriend and just completely getting in his head and absolutely getting him to implode.
You
know
just
what?
don't know me, Kraus. You don't know me.
Chase, I got your back here, buddy. I got your back here. You know, if people want to talk shit, they can do that all they want to. But if you look at Team Pulse, Pulse can't talk shit. Tommy can't talk shit. Schultz just throws shit. Pitson leaves early. Willis looks like fucking Lawrence. Gary will fucking get bitten by something. Zaleski he's not going to matter here. Jeff and Kristen, they're probably going to leave early. But you look at Team Ross, defending champion. You know, you got me, the best GMGT golfer in Saturday history. I know I'll talk shit. Fucking Schultz throwing balls at me after the fucking 3rd hole. You have Ryan Chase, the most consistent, the most ruthless son of a bitch on tour.
Woo!
Dustin Strand. The man I love, the man that Dusty, I got you that fucking championship because I long walk to McDonald's that one year in 2012. You know, you are the silent assassin. We have Vince, we have Mitch that are up and coming rookies. We have Brady and Kofi that are fucking fearless that will talk shit to anybody. Kofi may not back it up, but he'll fucking talk it.
We're gonna be the loudest team.
Kofi's
We're
like
not
a
gonna
little
be
freaking
silent.
yapper dog.
We're not going to be silent anymore. Pulse is going to rule the day. He blew it. Pulse blew it tonight.
Apparently, Jags might
Goddamn right.
be.
I'm going to
this year.
I'm going to be spraying champagne all over the place while Pulse sits in his room with Kofi, rubs each other's feet. Dan's going to be doing his go-kart laps.
My team gets to ride go-karts for free.
Prentice is going to be slamming
Hang on.
Trophy over Chase's head.
And I don't like doing stuff like this to Tommy, but he's the only representative of Team Pulse right here. This is what we're gonna do, Team Pulse.
Chase, just because you do that with your girlfriend doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do that to anybody else on Team Pulse.
I just did it to Tommy. I feel violated.
That's what's going to happen Saturday at GMGT. You're going to feel violated. Chase, I make one small request here. When we win, I want to recreate the photo of Mr. Schultz and Mr. Scray, but we're going to FW it up below a notch right there. You're on your knees, of course. Okay, you okay with that?
I'm good with it.
Don't ask
Your
me.
eyes got to be looking up. Your eyes got to be looking up, glaring up.
Strand, are you going to call Pulse right after this?
Call him? No, I'm not going to speak to that son of a bitch
No,
till the
I
whale.
want you to call him right now and let him say, this is the last time that I'm going to talk to you. And I want to hear it. I think the world wants to hear it. The podcast.
Gentlemen.
Tell you what,
gentlemen,
I got
Time
an
out.
idea. Go ahead.
Tommy and I are gonna bounce.
All right.
I just want to say one thing before I leave. I'm not coming to Minocqua to fucking lose, gentlemen. So you guys better have your A games ready, because this cocksucker is gonna have his A game. The rest of Team Pulse is gonna have his A game. We need to go out there. We need to kick ass, take names, and pour champagne down our mouth after it's done.
Chase, I have one more final question for you before you leave.
Kristen's gonna have her A game.
If by some fluke Team Pulse
Bad timing.
beats us and it comes down to you versus Kristen at 19th hole and she beats you, how would you feel about
Me and Tommy gotta go.
that?
He doesn't have the balls to beat her.
He goddamn better. If he's drafting in front of me.
I feel like Kraus doesn't even know me.
Got to keep the pin pan strong.
I'm coming up to Minocqua to win, period. Anybody gets in my way, they're going down, period.
Woo!
Tommy, this is for you.
And
This
one
is
of
for
them
you.
might get fucked.
This is for you, Tom.
Right here, Tommy. Fucking Tommy, you happy-go-lucky son of a bitch.
I got an idea.
All right, we're out.
Okay.
All right. I got an idea for Ross and Prentice. And Zach, if you want to stick around for this. Because we got, a few weeks worth of podcasts to lead up to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want you next week. Is there going to be a pod next week?
There can be.
You can have Kraus maybe as a guest or whatever. But give me a segment, 5-minute segment, me and Pulse.
I think me and Pulse might be at a tournament next weekend.
Well, then next Wednesday night,
I'm not sure. Wednesday, yeah.
Thursday night, Friday night. You want me to talk to Pulse? I'll do it on air live.
Hang on just a second here.
You know, just between us, Pulse wanted to make a trade.
I know. You can't make the trade before the draft was going to happen.
Well, I know.
What did he think he was going to be able to trade?
His honest thing is that he wanted to trade Schultz for Strand.
How could he trade him before the draft?
Well, no, that's why we didn't do it. We drafted earlier today, Zach, so that I could put the slides together.
Oh, gotcha.
He's ignoring phone calls right now because he's afraid of what may happen.
He shall watch the draft. Let him
Whoa,
soak it in.
whoa. Live breaking news here. We have Josh Puls, who looks like he's in a storage cabinet. He might be getting a blowjob right now from someone. We don't know what's going on. But, Mr. Puls, your team looks about the same as it did about 10 hours ago, sir.
Hey, did my trade go through? Is Strand on my team now?
No, he's not on your team, but someone wants to talk to you.
I demand that Strand is on my team ASAP.
That's not a possibility.
You had your shot. Now it's over. I'm sorry. I can't stop what's going to happen now.
Both 13th if Strand is not on my team.
Hey, Puls, you need to shut the fuck up because Strand wants to talk to you, okay?
I can't really hear, but go ahead.
It's okay. The podcast can hear. Strand, the floor is yours.
All right, one more time. You had your shot. You blew it. You're going down now, and I can't stop that anymore.
Shit, I did not blow my eat shit, Strand. Listen to me, okay? Here's the deal. Is Danny, are you on this Zoom as well? I can't.
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, Strand, listen up. So
Here
Danny
he
got the
is,
first
begging
pick.
for forgiveness.
Hey, listen, I'm on the floor. Danny got the first pick. He picks one of the worst Sunday golfers of all time.
This is
Jason Benino.
this is the cup that's on Saturday, motherfucker.
And we're all like, well, that was shocking. So who did I pick? I picked Tom and Schultz. And I said, my next pick, yes, I'm picking my brother in blue. It's going to happen. Who does Danny take? Fucking Strand.
Did you really think that was going to work out in your favor?
Who did
What were
you think you would,
drinking before the draft?
with the people that were left, who do you think you would have picked over Strand?
Hey, Strand, deep down, Danny cares nothing about you. That's why I knew I for sure had you at pick 6.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I got a message for you, Dana. I'm not done.
Terrible at pick 17. That's why I didn't pick you right away. I picked the top 2 guys, so I knew I had you at 5.
Judas.
You are Judas to him. You know what happened to Judas, Mr. Puls?
Let him watch the podcast.
Strand,
You betrayed your brother in blue.
I am about the rings, baby. I'm about the rings.
As am I.
We're gonna win a ring.
Now I'm gonna
We're
read
gonna win.
Six-time
Listen, we're gonna celebrate.
Six-time champion.
We're gonna celebrate Saturday night. But if you give me a second here, let me finish this up right here, okay?
Before, Mr. Strand, usually we will end, and I usually ends up with me coming to you off saying, "Hey, we're out of time," but you know what, Strand? The floor is yours.
Because we're going to be having that celebration on Saturday night, right?
Yes.
The bubbly's going to be flowing, right?
See.
Pulse and Kofi are going to be sitting in their hotel room wondering where it all went wrong.
Kofi's on our team.
Doesn't matter. He's still going to be sitting with Kofi. But now I come to you, Dano.
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah.
For the past year, it's been your name on the marquee. It's been your name in the movies and the TV shows and the Wheatie boxes and the parades and signing autographs and all the shows and such. And Championship Sunday is 1 month away, Dano. And then that strap gets taken away. Are you going to fall into irrelevance, into the abyss of irrelevance like the Jeff Bacons of the world?
Yeah.
Or are you going to make a name of yourself?
My plan
Or
is to win this year and step away.
the thing is, Danny, if you
Like,
don't win,
Done?
if you don't win this year, Danny, I can see it now. Some kid's going to come up to you during a broadcast of a girls' softball game working for Zaleski. He's going to say, "You're Dan Ross." GMGT champion, and you're going to have to do. You're going to be forced to say, "Well, I used to be." Don't fall into irrelevance.
Yeah, that's a sad story. My plan is to win this thing by 10 shots again and step away and broadcast this bad boy in 2022.
2 weeks. I can't wait for the selection show. I can't wait.
Mr. Strand, will you just recap the selection show for us and how it works for our 10 fans across the world?
Absolutely. Selection show. And Cross, I hope you're here to do analysis again. But we're going to be picking the pairings. We're going to be picking the matchups. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see who I'm matched up with. Going to be Puls, Tommy, or in reverse, Tommy, Puls, Tommy. Just give me one of those two. Both if it's a good day.
Mr. Ross, any final parting words for Team Puls?
Not really. I know that Zach looks at our team and thinks that we're going to get destroyed, but I really don't think so. I picked this team for a reason, and I think that we match up really well with them. I mean, Chase Schultz, that's tough for us, but every other matchup I think we are favored in, or it's close to a toss-up.
I wouldn't say
Schultz.
blown out. I would say that I give you a fighter's chance as long as I think where Team Ross is strong would be your first three, well, including Ross. So your top four.
You mean our top six?
So I would.
It's going to be good.
So I honestly think your top four are solid. Chase maybe B minus, but Team Puls, I think they're deeper, Dan. I think they're deeper.
Yes, they have
Your
one more
team.
player technically. Yes, they are deeper. Dynamite fucking drop in, Cross. What the fuck did we bring you in here for? You are the fucking John Madden of GMGT broadcasting. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
They got a lot more horses.
Team Ross.
Ross.
I would get with everybody about t-shirts this year.
What's that?
I'll get with everybody about t-shirts this year, or
All right.
collared shirts or something. We'll figure it out.
Say we theme it again.
We should actually get team T-shirts that say we actually back the blue and have a picture of Dusty on there.
That's kind of funny, actually. We're not Judas. Actually, maybe I'll wear a T-shirt, something with Judas on it, with Pulse's face.
All kidding aside, when I picked you, you could tell that Pulse was bummed about it immediately.
His dog just got shot.
Well, the thing about it is this. Here's where I think Zach brought up this point. If he had just thought of the fact that he was surprised that Apprentice was picked first, fine. But if he was expecting Tommy to be picked first, then he would just go with the same freaking strategy. Just go with the Schultz Strand picks, right? I mean, what's the difference at that point?
It would have been tough if Zach and Joel were there, because Zach and Joel would have been my 1-2 probably.
Yeah.
But Zach, you're skipping us. That's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But without those two, I mean, the top. If Zach and Joel both don't play, like the top of the top of the leaderboard is going to be weird.
It is going to be. It's going to be new blood this year. We're going to see some new things.
Yep.
Where's
I'm a little
James
bummed.
this year?
He's got an AAU thing, but he might be golfing, but he won't know until like the week before or something.
Okay.
He
I
might
know
be
he
golfing
finished
with
well
some-
last year, right?
Yeah, he was a top 5 or whatever he was.
Cross, I'm bummed you're not going to be there.
I know, man. When the second that our kids' soccer schedule came out and I saw what date it was. I immediately went to the quick math of, if this is on a Saturday, the soccer tournament's on a Saturday. That means the 4th, obviously quick math, subtract 7 is the weekend before. And I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. They got one soccer tournament all year, and it's got to be that specific weekend or whatever. So
Is this going to be a yearly problem, you think?
that I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they'll stick it out. This is their first go around ever playing soccer. And B, I don't know if they do this end of the year soccer tournament. I forget who it was kind of commented earlier tonight that Dan, it was you talking about your anniversary or whatever, that your anniversary is always going to fall on that specific weekend. But maybe if the 4th of July doesn't land on a weekend, maybe they have that soccer tournament, the weekend of the 3rd, or it would have been the weekend earlier.
Yep.
So I, being a first time rodeo with the whole soccer scene, maybe it gets bumped up, or it's a weekend earlier instead of the week after the 4th. So
yeah. I mean, my wife is cool, and that she comes up to Minocqua with me, and then we spend evenings or whatever, like having dinner, whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, for sure.
Well, what do you think, guys?
I think that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. I've tried to reach out to Mr. Hoffman and Mr. Walters, but they are doing who knows what to who knows who right now. So that's going to bring us up to the
Sorry, my phone was ringing.
next podcast, which is going to be Strand versus Puls. Blue versus blue.
what day are you guys doing the pairings? What day are you releasing those?
That's going to be
2 weeks, right?
2 weeks. So that will be, that's Father's Day
Then-
weekend.
The 19th or something like that?
19th, correct. They will be released. But don't worry, we'll be working on pairings probably as soon as this podcast is over.
Whew. Sounds good.
All right, guys.
Anything else you had, sir?
No, I feel good.
I do too. I do too.
Gentlemen, I say good night, good luck. I bid you adieu. Strand is going to jail 6 Puls. Brady will follow Kofi. Good night.
See you guys.
Out.